What's up, guys? Hey y'all, it's your girl Pretty Vicky, aka Victoria, and I'm back at it with another YouTube video. So within this video, as you can tell by the title, y'all, we are going to be doing a story time, y'all. Welcome to Storytime with Vicky. I recently did a poll on my IG between two story times, and y'all chose a story time about how your girl got kicked out. So, wait a minute, let me get something to drink real quick. So, for references, if I'm looking down, I written down some notes. I probably can't even see it, but I written down some notes because like a lot happened. So this to keep me on track. So yeah, without further ado, let's just get started. So this incident occurred Sunday, March 5th. We were at my prom dress place. We went to go pick up my prom dress. And you know, everything was all good. Like I was so happy, I was so excited, you know, like I'm getting my prom dress, everything's going how it is, blah blah blah. So for disclaimer, me and my mom, we never really had like a very close relationship. Like if you know what I'm saying, we were to do by fingers how close me and my mom is, like we're like this. I'm not gonna lie, we're like this. We're so far apart, it's not even funny. So yeah, so we went out to my prom dress, we went to go pick it up, everything was all good. The outfit I had on, it was some chill shit. I had on my black Aaliyah hoodie with a black tank top underneath, and I had on my pink joggers, and I think I had on like some Crocs, some purple Crocs or whatever. It was super chill, it was giving very much bummy. I will put on the screen what I had on. But yeah, so we're gonna fast forward. You know, the lady bring out the dress, so pretty well on. So I'm trying it on. Immediately, my mom is just like, pick up the dress, stop dragging the dress, pick it up, pick it up. My job, y'all see my prom dress? That shit is long as fuck. Like, my dress was long as hell, and I'm 5'5". So, you feel me? I can only pick up so much dress. She just kept telling me that, and it was just irritating. And then I was already on the verge of being irritated because like I had a feeling that my period was gonna come on. So you already know, ladies, you already know when your period is about to come on, you feel that shit is on the verge of coming on, you get irritated, you just like blah. That's how I was. So, you know, my older sister, Malika, she stood up for me. She was just like, Mom, like, the dress is long, so it's gonna drag some, you feel me? And it wasn't like the lady floor was dirty. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah. And I was just irritated. I felt embarrassed throughout the whole thing because it was just like the lady that made my dress was there and my mom's yelling at me, and it just wasn't giving. So boom, I'm in the car with the dress, blah blah blah. We're on our way to Walmart, Deansbridge Walmart. If you're in the Augusta area, then you know Deansbridge Walmart, that Walmart, the Walmart that everybody named Granddaddy go to. So at this point, I was already ready to go home. Like, I'm like, bruh, like, I don't even want to be in this store no more. I'm ready to go home. My stomach hurt. I'm just over it. So immediately we get out the car. I never put my jacket back on because I was hot. So I just had on my tank top and I had on a bra. My mom gets out the car. She immediately like, oh, put your jacket back on. So, you know, I was already irritated, so I just opened the car door, I put it back on, blah, and I ended up walking. So, boom, now we in Walmart. My mom asked me, she's like, you know, do I want to look for something? Because before I was talking about getting the Dr. Bronner's peppermint soap for my hair, for my locks, so I can wash my locks with it and shit. So in my head, I'm like, if I say yes and then I go get it and I find it, my mom's gonna have me pay for it. And at the time, your girl ain't had the funds. Your girl ain't had the funds for it. So I was just like, so I told my mom, I was like, nah. Cause I'm thinking that if I get it, she gonna have me pay for it. So I was like, nah, like I get on my own time. And that was just down that. So boom, now we just in Walmart, we picking up miscellaneous shit. You feel me? So now we're at like the fruits and veggie aisle type shit. So my mom asked me, she said, do I want to go look for something to eat? I shook my head yes. I was like, and then I went to go see, they got these soup dumplings. If y'all never had these soup dumplings from Walmart, that's just good. So yeah, but they never had them. So I went back to my mom and says, I was like, they ain't got them. So I end up scooping around. I see these sugar cookies. And I was just like, oh, I said, Mom, can I get the sugar cookies? She's just like, fine, okay, get them. So I got them. And then now we at the register and check out. We in the car, boom. So the car ride home, I wasn't saying shit. I was on my phone because I was irritated. My mom done embarrassed me. My stomach hurt. I just want to go home and go in my room. So yeah, boom, now we're at home. I'm putting up the groceries. My older sister, she's getting things out. What? The bag or whatever, put it in her car. And so as I'm putting up the groceries, my sister was basically getting herself to get ready together to go. So boom, my sister leaves. My sister now leaves and she go back to her house. So I want to say, after I was done putting up the groceries, I was sitting at the table over there. I was sitting at the table and I had my head like this because I'm already knowing, like, as soon as my mom come through the garage door, she's gonna talk to me about my attitude or whatever. And I'm not gonna lie, I did. I'm having an attitude because I was irritated, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you know. So my mom, she was like, oh, your attitude sucks, da da da. Mind you, at this point, my head is like this. I'm just crying because I'm like, bro, like. So she ended up telling me about my attitude, saying it sucks, da da da. Mid that, she took a long ass pause. I'm guessing she was waiting on me to say something. Mind you, keep in mind, she never asked me what's wrong. Like, she never asked that. She never said, hey, what's wrong? Are you okay? No, immediately, your attitude is so disgusting and blah, 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 blah. And yeah, so at this point, I was just letting my mother talk. I was letting her talk because at the end of the day, if I were to respond what she's saying, I'm in the wrong. If I didn't speak, I'm in the wrong. So I'd rather be in the wrong than not speak. So I just let her talk. And you know what I'm saying? After she was done, she went to her room. And I'm still on the table, I'm crying. I stood there for like a cool little 2-3 minutes before I end up getting my shit together and going upstairs to my room. And as I'm in my room or whatever, I get on the phone and I call my ex. And, you know, I'm venting to him, I'm crying, I'm like, I don't know what to do. My mom, she always do this to me. I don't know why. Ever since, you know, it's just, she seemed always to have an issue with me and I don't know why. So, you know, my ex, he tells me, you know, everything's all cool. Just don't worry about it, don't stress it too much, and just find yourself something to do to keep you occupied. So I was on the verge of, I said, you know what, I'm just going to clean my room. And I was on the verge of doing that. Boom. So we're going to fast forward hours later. Now this is like 6, I want to say. So my brother, he ends up texting me saying that, you know, he asked me, he was like, was I home? And so I texted him back, I said, yeah, we're home. And so he was like, well, tell Ma I'm coming over. I don't think she's seen my text. I didn't text back. I went downstairs. I went, you know, to my mom's room and I tell her, I was like, and my husband said he's coming over. So, you know, immediately my mom was like, Victoria, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? I tell you when he texted me first, you should let me know, da 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 da. Cause I told him earlier around 1 something that we were already out picking up your dress. I don't know why you da 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 da. Mind y'all, when my mother is mad at me, she do not talk to me. She don't talk to me. She don't talk to me when she's irritated, mad, whatever. She don't speak to me. She'll speak to anybody else but me. So usually when Spence would text my mom, she would let me know, be like, hey, if he texts you, just, you know, don't even respond, ignore it, blah, blah, blah. But she didn't tell me that. Why? Because she was upset. She was mad at me because I had an attitude in Walmart. So, you know, my mom at this point, she was just like, you can entertain him, like get the fuck out my face, get out my face, like I'm not entertaining you right now, blah blah blah. So I'm just looking at her, I'm like,
What? Bro, what are you talking about?
so as she's telling me to get out or whatever, I proceed on saying, like, I don't know why you seem to always have a problem with me. And then I'm leaving. So as y'all see back there, I was right there and I'm leaving, like passing the couch or whatever. So my mom, she ends up following me and she says, she was like, oh, what you said, repeat what you said, what you said. And one thing about me, two things for sure, one thing's for certain. If I said it, I'm gonna repeat myself. Like, you feel me? Cause what I said wasn't disrespectful. It was just a genuine question, like, you feel me? So I ended up repeating. I said, why do you seem in mid, when I got right there, that's when she mushed me in my face. At this point, we're in the kitchen. At this point. She mushed me in my face or whatever. And then, you know, before, cause she had grabbed a Febreze spray, a can spray at that. She had grabbed that. And I'm indicating, like, to me, she had that shit behind her back. I'm like, yo, like, she's really gonna use that shit to hit me. And one thing about me too is for sure, like, don't put your hands on me. Don't do that. Do not do that. So she mushed me, and before she could do anything, I pushed her away from me, because it's like, bro, you can get your point across, but just don't put your hands on me. Like, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So she's looking at me crazy. Mind y'all, my mother is Jamaican. For y'all that know, you know what I'm saying? For the ones that don't know, I have a Jamaican mother. She was just like, so you gonna put your hands on me? You gonna put your hands on me? So, but at this point, now she's really like coming up or whatever. So she ended up grabbing me. She grabbed me or whatever. I had my headphones in my hand so I could hear her or whatever, so I wouldn't be disrespectful. So I had my headphones in one hand. My phone, I believe my phone was in my pocket. And so she grabbed me, and then, like, I had my arm like this, and then I had my headphones right here, and I'm just doom. I had my head turned like this so she wouldn't scratch me or whatever to my face. So this is really how it was for real. Like, I was like this, and I'm just doom. And then my headphones ended up breaking. Shit went everywhere. My phone ended up being in the laundry room or whatever. So me and my mom, like, we're in this little kitchen garage door area where the trash can was. So the trash was everywhere. Like, it was just so chaotic. It was just so crazy. So me and my mom, we both made eye contact with my phone. It was in the laundry room. Me and my mom, we both reach in, we grab it. So I had a stronger grip on it. So she's telling me, she was like, Victoria, give me this phone or else I'm gonna call AT&T, tell them to shut it off. So I'm like, call AT&T, tell them to shut it off, because you're not getting this phone. You're not getting this phone. So boom, she's on me and shit. So I'm telling her to get off of me, like, get off. I'm screaming at her, get off of me, get off of me. And, you know, she's not letting go of me. I'm like, get off of me. So eventually I have my phone or whatever, boom. So she's telling me, she's like, get the fuck out my house. Get the fuck out my house. I don't care where you go, get the fuck out my house, blah, blah, blah. So she ends up calling Malika, my older sister. Said, Malika, I need you to come over here. Victoria done lost her damn mind. She fought me off of her. Mind you, that's what she told Malika. She told Malika that I fought her off of me. You feel me? Keep that in mind. So boom. At this point, I'm walking in the living room. And so my mom, she was just like, get the fuck out. I don't care where you go, get out. So me and my mom, we had an exchange of words to each other. So then, you know, she's telling me, she keep telling me to give me the phone. And if y'all know me, y'all know that when I'm irritated and you already done pissed me off and you already took me to the max, because mind you, when I came downstairs to my room, I had no intentions of even fighting my mom in the first place. When I listen to her, when I don't listen to her, it's like a, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, where I'm at. So now we're just at that little area back there, and I'm like on the verge upstairs. Like I'm already on the stairs and she's just right there. And so she keeps telling me to give me the phone, give me the phone, give me the phone. And I'm just like so irritated. So I threw my phone at her. Like I just threw it like, here, had the shit, like boom. Yeah, I threw my phone at her and I proceed on to go upstairs. So she's downstairs. Now she's calling my brother and she's saying, Spence, don't even come over. Like she done lost her mind. Da, 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 da. My mom sounds like she's in a France, like a panic, like, you know what I'm saying? So boom, my brother, he ends up calling Dominique, who's in Atlanta, and he ends up saying, hey, I think there's something wrong, Miss Jack. You need to call her, let her know now. I'm upstairs in my room. I'm packing. I honestly did not know I was going. I really was gonna go where the wind take me, dead ass. So I'm packing. Now my mom, she was like, oh, give me the keys too, because if you walk out this house and the car goes with you, I'm gonna call the cops and report it stolen. Y'all, I tell y'all she was ODing at that point, because like, girl, like, so you want me to just walk, like, you feel me? So, and I had no problem with walking anyways, because y'all, you feel me? I had no problem walking, but now she was ODing. It was like, girl, like, okay, so she keeps telling me, give me the keys, give me the keys, give me the keys, and just irritating me. So I get the keys off my dresser, and from that window, like up there, like I threw it down here, like I just threw that shit downstairs. And so my mom was like, oh, I bet you will never drive this car again. How about that? I bet you will never drive this car again, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, now I'm just upstairs packing. My mom, she keeps provoking me. She was just like, oh, because I just, what I told her, I said, I don't know why I'm always being treated like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why you always treat me like this. And so she gets on to comparing herself to my biological mother. And she always does it. She always brings my biological mom into the mess. And it has nothing to do with it. So around that time, I have not spoken to my mom since, my biological mother, since a long time, actually. Like, I haven't spoken to her since, I think, when I talked to her about the fundraiser for my track meet. So yeah, that was the last time I spoken to her, dead ass. She was just like, oh, because I know you be talking to her. You want her to come get you? When I come get you, give me the number, and you know, and I'll call her, tell her to come get you. And so I was just dead quiet, like I was just silent. And she proceeded on to say, oh, you ain't gonna give me a number because you know she don't want your ass. You know, just saying shit to just provoke me, just get me like out of my character. And so I'm just irritated. So I'm packing, and yeah. So I felt like I had everything. So as my sister came through the garage door, I left through the front door, and I just started walking. I'm walking. So I really don't know what transpired in the house between my mother and my sister. But all I know is that I was just walking, I was just crying, just tears was like this. I was like, there's no way. Like, there's no fucking way, you feel me? So boom, I realized I don't have everything, you know what I'm saying? Because I had a feeling that my period was coming on. So I feel like I didn't have everything, So I turned my little ass around and I walked back to the house. As soon as I got in the house, my sister was like, you to the couch. And yeah. So Malika, of course she's mad. Of course she's upset. She was just like, I could really haul over there and just punch the shit at you because there's no way you don't put your hands on my mother. You feel me? And, you know, she's not really asking me what happened. Like, she just dead ass going what mom says, take it and run with it. So no one is asking me what happened. So it's just like, I'm all I got, honestly, at this point. Because at this point, when I came to the house, right there, I was like, if I had to fight my sister, I'll fight my sister, like, at this point. Because there's no way, like, no. So yeah, she was just like, I cannot believe you put your hands on my mother. And she was just explaining herself. She was just like, I felt like you were gonna do this shit, I felt like you were gonna do this shit when you was 13. When, like I said, when I turned 13, me and my mother just went downhill ever since. Like, it was a lot of shit that happened back then. So yeah. So then she just talking to me and shit. She was just like, I should really haul over there and just punch the shit at you for real, for real. But then she told me to clean up the mess that I made in the kitchen. So I ended up picking up the trash or whatever, taking out the trash, replacing in the trash can, da 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 da. So now, you know, I came back in the living room sitting on the couch or whatever, and I hear my mom on the phone with the police. Shorty called 911. And she was just like, yes, my 17-year-old daughter just attacked me. So now I'm just in the couch like, ain't no fucking way. There's no way. And I'm thinking Malika's on the phone with Dominique. Yeah, I think she's on the phone with Dominique. So I'm like, there is no way you just told the police that I just attacked you. But yet you told Malika that I fought you off of me. So who's really getting attacked here? You get what I'm saying? You picking up my drift? So yeah, I was just like, bro, what the fuck, bro? I ate this lemonade up. I ain't got no more notes on this, so I just hope that I don't skip nothing. So yeah, so I'm just like, bro, what the fuck? Like, I'm sitting on the couch like, ain't no fucking way she just called the cops. So now I'm upstairs in my room. I'm folding up clothes. I was, like I told y'all earlier, I was on the verge of cleaning my room. So you feel me? Boom. So now hours later, the cops come. It was two of them. One of them looked like Uncle Tom, Uncle Ben, whatever, the rice man. And one of them looked like Robin. All Batman and Robin type shit. So, boom. When they came in, they immediately talked to my mom. And, I'm upstairs the whole entire time. Like, they talking to my mother or whatever. And I just overhear my mom telling the police that, yeah, I grabbed a Febreze to start spraying up the house. And then, we was talking. And then she just got so mad and just attacked me. And so that's when the officer asked her, like, where did I hit her at? She said, I hit her on her face, head, neck. Like I told y'all, my face was turned. So I didn't really see where I was just getting her off of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did not want to put my hands on my mother, especially when she had done way more than most people would for me. So, ooh, I'm getting emotional. Oh my God. Ooh. So, when she had done way more than a lot of people would for me. So, I did not want to put my hands on her. And this is not me and my mom's first time being in this type of situation. This was just my first time reacting to it. So now, police come, they talking to me or whatever. I get out my room, I'm in the hallway, and they questioned me. They were just like, what happened? So I told it all. I told it from start to finish because what she said, what happened at that moment. No, my nigga, you know. Oh, I missed the part. So when she was talking to the police, she made sure she put in there that I was adopted. You know what I'm saying? She made sure she threw that shit in there. So it was just so the police had in their head, yeah, they come talking to me. And yeah, and then when I was talking to police, they looked like they wasn't believing me. Like, do I really like the type of person to put their hands on anybody for no reason? No reason. You feel me? So that shit really bothered me even more. Like, I was getting more irritated because nobody is believing me. My sister, she's not talking to me. Well, she's speaking to me, but not really speaking to me. She's just mad or whatever. Okay, cool. My mom is downstairs. She's talking to Malika. Malika's on the phone with Dominique. She's on speaker. And they talking about the situation. And I'm upstairs and I'm downstairs. I'm like, bro, I didn't do anything. She got that shit all confused. Ain't shit happened for real. Really, really, ain't, what I'm saying? What my mom was telling them was falsified information. So, my mom, Malika was like, right now is not the time for you to plead your case, blah, 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 blah. So at that moment, I ended up having a mental breakdown. I'm screaming to the top of my lungs. I'm going brazy. I'm having a whole mental breakdown. Police hear me from outside. They coming in the house and shit. They coming upstairs to me telling my son what the fuck wrong. I'm telling them, bro, out of my face, for real, out of my fucking face. One of them went downstairs. One of them went down, talked to my mom. The other one took me outside. And yeah, he was just asking me questions like what school I go to, what I want to do, what college I want to go to, you know, blah, 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 blah. So now we're going to fast forward. Malika, she tells me, you know, to pack my bag. I'm going with her. So I ended up being kicked out for 3 days. I'm not going to lie, because this shit happened on the 5th. I ended up being back in the house on the 8th because it was my sister's birthday and my mom did not, you feel me? So yeah. You know, now I'm in the car on the way to my sister's house. Dominic is still on the phone, so Malika ended up connecting her phone to her car so I could hear her, and Dominic was just going ham, you feel me? And one thing about me, twins, for something for certain, I don't take threats too lightly. If you're gonna threaten me, stand on that. Stand on it. Stand on business for real. So my sister, she was just like, when I come down from Atlanta, I want you to da 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 da. So you feel me? Like, come on now, like, let's be for real. Like, cause I didn't even put my hands on her. I dead ass, the one thing, the only time I put my hands on her was when I pushed her lightly away from me. Like, I pushed her lightly. So if I were to put my hands on her, I'm pretty sure they would have cuffed me up. Dead ass. Like, I don't fuck around. Like, come on now. Y'all know this. So yeah, so boom. Now that, you know, my sister, she's talking to me, mind you, Dominic's on the phone. She was just telling me that the police told my mom that, you know, I have a court case, that I have to go to juvenile court and shit. Most likely they'll have to do is they'll put me in counseling or whatever the fuck, anger management. When they said, bro, I kid y'all not, when they said anger management, bro, I was just like, bro, like this shit here, it wasn't called for. Like, I understand calling Malika, you know what I'm saying, because this is family, but it's normal for teenage girls to get into it with a mother. It's so normal. So yeah, so boom, all this happened. So now I'm in the house, I'm in my sister's home or whatever. I end up getting my iPad. So my mom had my phone, but she didn't get my iPad, you know what I'm saying? So my sister ended up giving me the Wi-Fi or whatever, keeping myself entertained and shit. And my period did came on like I knew it would. The next morning, I had to get ready to go to school. I brought clothes for track and I just brought some regular things. So that morning, my sister was like, oh yeah, mom told me to tell you that, you know, you need to quit track because she don't know how you're gonna get practice and all that shit. When I tell y'all my heart sunk to my ass, bruh, when she said I needed to quit track, I was just so over it. Like, now at this point, now you just really praying on my downfall for real. So when I got to school, oh y'all, the clothes I had on for school, I had that shit on the next day. Like, what I had on last night, that Sunday, I had that shit on to school that Monday. So when I tell y'all I was in distress, I was crying when I told my coach that, you know, my mom made me, she asked me why, what happened. I just started crying because, like, if only y'all know, you know what I'm saying? You know, she wrote me a pass to the counselors because I didn't have a first and second period that time. So she wrote me a pass to the counselor. Oh, y'all, I was about to cry. I was about to cry, y'all. So she wrote me a pass to the counselor. And yeah, I went up there, and so this lady was like, oh, he can't see me right now, da da da. So I'm just in tears, like I'm bawling my eyes out. This shit here, this was really like, this shit was ghetto. Even for me, this shit was ghetto as fuck. So yeah, eventually you end up seeing me, talking to me, blah blah blah. So basically what happened was I would go to school. When I come home from school, I would come to this house. My mom would leave the door unlocked for me. And I would come in, would not say shit. My sister would come get me that night. And yeah, so I was kicked out for 3 days. So yeah, and then my mom ended up saying that I could come home, but I just couldn't speak to her or whatever. So yeah, and during those times, I wasn't eating. y'all, I don't know how y'all do it. I don't know how y'all stress eat or whatever, but when I'm in a situation, I'm stressed, I don't eat for shit. Like, I couldn't. And the only time I would eat was when she was asleep, and that would be at night. You know what I'm saying? So I was really walking on eggshells around here for real. But then eventually I got comfortable. Like, look, she ain't speaking to me to a perfect opportunity. I be coming home gone as fuck. She ain't talking to me, so it is what it is. So yeah, that's a little story time or whatever. Oh, and this story time was needed because that was the reason why, like, I haven't posted since my Trap Me vlog. Yeah. So yeah, that was the reason why I was gone for a long ass time. So that explanation that I kept saying in my every other video, this was the situation right here. So yeah, so y'all, I really hope y'all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications so you know if whenever I upload a new video. Yeah, follow me on my socials. Follow me on Instagram at IamPrettyVicky_. Follow me on TikTok at IamPrettyVicky_. And yeah, so then I see my future ones. Okay.